And this is one of the matches, Isaac, that I am looking forward to.
The hard work hero. Oh, my bad, Whitney. As you were saying, Coach C, this is one of the matches that we've been looking forward to all night because the hard work heroes, just like David Morales, have been on some antics lately, and they've been causing a stir in the RWA. Tonight, man, I think they have their hands full.
And they have not came alone, and we're not talking about El Valentine. We are talking about one of the head ones at the Belltime Club of Frank Champion. And the hard work heroes have gone out of the way, not to just pick anyone ordinary, but to go and pick Frank Champion, a member of the heavy hitters, a guy who has held a numerous amount of titles in the RWA. I think this was a pretty good pick, Isaac.
A pretty good pick? Coach, Frank Champion, if you're gonna talk about anybody, if you want anybody on your team, you want a monster. You want somebody with experience. You want somebody that's not only gonna help you, but help you learn to better yourself. And Frank Champion will do just that. He may not be fighting for the greater good, but man, is that man filled with knowledge and experience. And they picked a really good member to have on their team.
And as much as they picked a good member, they're not gonna have no easy competition, as they have taken on the team of DUI and Stephen Lust. And you know what? DUI was a tag team that started in 2010. In singles, they are two of the top talents that RWA has to offer. Former Triple Crown champion, the Riot, Kellen Thomas, Anthony Stone, and together, I don't know if anyone's beaten them. And Isaac, even adding the right stuff, Stephen Lust, the hard work heroes and Frank Champion are in for a challenge.
They're definitely in for a challenge, but here comes the right stuff. So if they're in for a challenge, at least they've got the right one. Now, Coach C, we were talking about accolades and experience, but if you look at the team that just walked into the arena, you have Riot Kellen Thomas, you have Anthony Stone, you have the right stuff Stephen Lust. It doesn't get any better than that. The accolades don't pile any higher.
It sure doesn't.
And here we go. They're getting right off to it.
And it sure doesn't. I mean, if you recall at Legacy for RWA, Stephen Lust was robbed by the Vault for the Triple Crown Championship of the RWA Championship. And this is when the alliance of Shea Cash, El Valentine, the Hard Work Heroes, and now Frank Champion has started. And right now, Isaac, just chaos has erupted.
We've got Barnaby Combs and Riot Kellen Thomas in the ring.
And you know something? Barnaby and Aaron made their debut, I think it was around a year now. And at first, we had no clue who they were. But in a year, they have definitely made their mark here.
Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say something. My bad. Train of thought's lost.
And right now, Kellen Thomas of DUI is fired up. And Anthony Stone right now with Aaron Academia.
Oh, what an arm drag.
Oh.
Academia follows with one of his own. Oh, there's the experience we were talking about earlier. Stone stops Academia in his tracks. Oh! This match has officially begun. Our referee, Cash Kudo, calling for the bell.
And you know what? When Anthony Stone made his return this summer, he has definitely started to make his mark in not only RWA, but of New England. The last time that we saw him was at RWA Goes Broadway as DUI took on the Young Guns. So what can you tell us about DUI as a tag team?
Being in the ring with them it's different. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting this one.
It's all right.
Coach C, you've thrown me for a loop.
It's
so,
all right.
Being in the ring with DUI, to answer your question as honestly as possible, being in the ring with DUI was a privilege because, yes, we're competing. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, they're a great tag team. But being in there means you have to be on your game. It means that your eyes have to be peeled. It means that you have to be ready to get hit, and not only get hit, but get hit hard. Because these guys come, and they bring the intensity into every match that they have. Look at Riot on the outside, hyping up his teammate while he stomps a mud hole in his opponent.
And this could do it only a 2. And I agree with you 100%. DUI has that experience, and Stephen Lust too. And they're taking on 2 people that don't have that much experience. But adding Frank Champion, it might be able to balance things out. And right now, Anthony Stone, but here comes Barnaby Holmes. And hard work right there.
Or lack of, for better terms, I would say. Seems like they're really taking an easy route here.
And look at this, Isaac. The Hard Work Heroes just using their numbers to their advantage.
No, they're cheating. He should be out of the ring right now.
And now they're following rules. But look at this. You see the look on Kellen Thomas. You know when you talk about a tag team, you start to feel the same things as your partner right now. And Kellen Thomas is starting to get fired up. He wants a piece of the Hard Work Heroes. After everything that Stephen Lust has done against the Hard Work Heroes, he wants a piece of them too.
This is what I was talking about before. Riot brings the intensity in every match, and you see he doesn't even have to be in the match to get this crowd behind him.
And you see right there on the outside, the second Aaron or Barnaby gets tired, the Hard Work Heroes have Frank Champion to rely on. And look at this. This is what we're talking about, the Bell Time Training Club. Look at this. You know, Frank Champion is their trainer, and he is definitely teaching them a few tricks and teaching them a few strings to be pulled.
Frank Champion has definitely prepared these boys for this match. Really showing no signs of letting up right now on Anthony Stone. Anthony Stone trying to cover up the best he can, but Academia still laying in those shots.
And you know what? This has been quite a year for the Hard Work Heroes. They have had a very impressive showing here.
Oh, and Anthony Stone lands on his feet.
Speaking of impressive showing, right there, Anthony Stone. And you see that momentum on Stephen Lust and Kellen Thomas, Isaac. You see it, right?
Look at Stephen Lust on the outside, and here comes the Riot. Academia almost reverses it. But that's that experience I was talking about. Uses his partner against him.
And Kellen is somebody, a former tag champ, a former hype champ, a former world champ. Kellen has done it all in the RWA. But now putting himself with Anthony Stone again, sky's the limit, I think.
What's Riot thinking?
He's gonna do it.
Oh! Frank Champion on the outside. Pulls the rope.
Look at this. Oh, Isaac, I felt that one from here.
And as somebody that's ran into that post a number of times, it does not feel good, Coach.
And look at this. You know, when the match was originally announced, it was tough to think that there was somebody that could team with the Hard Work Heroes to take on Stephen Lust, Anthony Stone, and Kellen. But adding Frank Champion, I think the odds are even.
When you're teaming up with your teacher, I would say that your advantage is there. The chemistry is there. Their teamwork is there. They understand what they had to do to come in here and take control. And that's what they've been doing for months, really. They've had a game plan, and they've stuck to it. And now, bringing in the head honcho of their training, the dude that's taught them what they know, how couldn't it work in their favor?
Oh, look at this. There was no tag. Now, I don't know if you know this, here's a little trivia fact I found out from Stephen Lust earlier. Years ago at a Legacy, the Middlesex Express took on the heavy hitters, and Stephen Lust threw Frank Champion through a table, and he hasn't been seen in RWA since. So this match is personal to him.
I was unfamiliar with that fact, and honestly, that's some really good history, Coach C. I'm impressed.
Thank you, thank you. And Barnaby Combs right there, you see that smile on his face. And you hear the crowd is behind the Grand Slam champion in RWA. Kellen has definitely made his mark in this company, but getting a win over the Hard Work. Oh, right here, Isaac.
Right, almost pulls a fast one on Barnaby. Back to his feet, Barnaby quickly takes him back down.
And you see him holding the tag rope. Stephen Lust has not entered that match, Isaac Knox.
Stephen Lust, he's been egging to get into this match. He's been waiting for the opportunity, but man, Hard Work Heroes and Frank Champion, they are maintaining full control over DUI right now. They don't want Stephen Lust in this match, and they're going to keep him out as long as they can.
And Kellen only kicks out at 2 right there.
Hard Work Heroes, they're going to look to soften up each member, and they're going to look to dissect them as much as they can. But this fan base, this crowd, the RWA faithful, they're not giving up on the Riot. They're not giving up on DUI. They want to see Stephen Lust, and they're going to breathe the life back into the Riot if it's the last thing that they have.
And the Riot has still a little bit gas in the tank, but tagging Barnaby Combs back in, I don't know, Isaac. Things are not looking too good for the Riot.
But Riot's still showing signs of life. He's still on his feet. That's all that matters. As long as he's still on his feet, he's still got signs of life.
And Barnaby Combs is somebody that I think has a very bright future, but aligning himself with Aaron.
And you see Riot still trying to get to his corner.
He might get it. Oh, there goes Barnaby Combs.
Tosses him to the outside, and here comes Kadamia. Sends him right after. Oh, but here comes Frank. Oh! And he makes the tag. Here comes Lust.
And this match is personal for Champion, but Lust will not take him lightly. Lust was screwed of his RWA championship, and he will not see the end of it until he gets it back. And look at this, Isaac.
Lust is fired up. Big discus.
Uppercut right there. Stephen Lust. Oh, look at this strength from Frank Champion. Lust was trying to come back, and he did.
Lands on his feet.
That strength from Frank Champion right there. And Stephen Lust, oh, right into that corner right there. And Stephen Lust back up.
Stephen Lust not backing down one bit.
The
big European uppercut.
The harder they fall. And you know what? Stephen Lust is also not somebody to be taken lightly. We're talking a former Triple Crown champion, a former hype champion, a multiple-time former tag team champion. Stephen Lust has an impressive resume, and adding DUI with him.
And look at the boys tuning up the band. 1, 2. Count him for 3, Riot. There it is. The big man's still on his feet. And down he falls.
And DUI and Stephen Luss are standing tall. Oh, but look at these hard work heroes.
Barnaby swiping Riot right to the outside, taking advantage. Once again, Riot recovers, sending Barnaby into the post.
And we're down to 2. Anthony Stone right there.
Oh!
Oh boy. Could this be the end?
I think I might know what they're going for. Now, Stone up on the shoulders of Kellen Thomas. But Barnaby Combs slipping in at the last second to push Stone off. And here comes Kademia taking advantage of the opportunity they created. And the hard work heroes steal the victory right out from under DUI.
You know, this is the things we're talking about. 1 year for the hard work heroes and them getting a big win over Stephen Luss, Kellen Thomas, and Anthony Stone is huge, Isaac Knox. You know, it's only a matter of time until they may be given a tag team title shot.
You're right. Beating a team like DUI could definitely grant something like that for them in the future. And honestly, what an opportunity they just earned.
But they didn't do it alone, Isaac Knox.
They didn't.
They
did it with
in Frank Champion.
They did it with a great deal of help. They did it with a smart strategy on their side. These boys came in and they came prepared tonight.
And the hard work heroes and Frank Champion are the ones with their arm raised at the end. And look at this, the crowd is not behind them. And upcoming next, we have another member of the Vault, Shay Cash, taking on the entitled HAP for the RWA Championship.